Right, we are back. Today we're going to be doing some more of the flower coasters. We're going to be using the Let's Resin 1-1. For the white, we're going to be using the Armour Art white pigment paste, and today I'm going to be adding a bit of white mica powder, and we're going to be using the Let's Resin alcohol inks, and just having a bit of a play around. I was going to do the big round piece again, but last minute I changed my mind. I don't think I've mixed up enough resin for all four, but I need to kind of start pouring straight away because my resin is starting to thicken quite a lot. So we'll see how much I've got. Hopefully I've got enough, but I'm not holding my hopes up. This is the mould from, I've forgotten the company's name now, moldsandshapes.com. It's the Fantasy Mould. I'll pop that in the description box along with everything else that I'm using. But I had a couple of failed attempts the last few days. Yesterday my resin for some reason really thickened up way too much. I couldn't use it. I don't understand why, because everything was the same temperature as my last video. But for some reason it was borderline flash cure, so just be careful. My resin is at 41 degrees Celsius. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. You'll have to convert that on Google. You just get the other cup ready. Hopefully I might just make 3. I forgot to spray my moulds as well. I'm in such a panic and rush. I don't want to ruin this. So I think I might have an odd number. I don't want to risk. Can I risk it? Maybe we'll do this one as a tester. I don't need much resin left for the white. Hopefully I'll have enough. And this one might just be a shallow piece. You never know. Right, let's get our white ready. Thanks to those who have helped me. It's just gone my first year on YouTube, so thanks for all the support, all the subs, all my new subs, all my members. See, I'm only using a small amount on this stick. I'm just going to dab it in, kind of swirl it, and then we're just going to mix this up. Yeah, so thanks to everyone who's supported me, those who have bought me a coffee. You'll find your names in the community tab. So there's my white. This really is starting to thicken quite a lot now, so I need to kind of hurry up. Right, so I'm just going to put a small scoop of white mica powder. Again, all the links will be in my description box below. Just going to mix that in. Hopefully I've got enough. Might just have to do a small snip on the piping bag. Wonder if I can get any more out of that first cup. No, I don't think I can. So I'm just going to pour that in and pause it. Right, so I've just secured that with a paper clip. Now we really need to get a wiggle on and start dropping some inks. Right, so I'm just going to go with the flow and kind of just make these up. Let's take you down. Just going to go with some random colour drops. Try and find the centre first. And we're going to go in with some ocean blue in this one. Hopefully these ones won't end up in a mess like yesterday's. I filmed the whole thing, so I might do it as a blooper video at some point. So that is that one done. We might go in with some more, we'll see how that goes. And I think on this one we're going to go in with a green in the middle. Just move you down. Kind of just grabbing colours as I go. I think we'll go with some purple. and I might add a black background to some of these just to see how they turn out. And I think on this one I'm going to go with also a red. Really need to hurry up, and I hope I've got enough white. I think whilst I've got the red in my hand, we'll go with a red centre on this one. What should we go for? Some peach red, I think. Something in my resin, I'll fish that out in a moment. Kind of feeling like I'm rushing because of I'm worried because of the mistake that I had yesterday. Kind of don't want it happening again. Right, on this one I think I'll go with a peach red in the middle. We'll go with some purplish red. I'm not sure, a friend of mine in the US bought the same 22 ink set from Let's Resin, but they didn't have the ocean blue. So just check. I'm not sure whether they've put it into a different set now, but I'm going in again with the ocean blue on this one. Like so. Right, so that is all of our inks dropped. Got some negative space around this one, so I think what I'd do is I'm just going with some yellow in these areas, just so it's not as empty. Oops. And I think I'll do the same on this one up here, just in each of the kind of round sections, like so. Now I'm just going to get my stick and I'm just going to swirl these inks around. Anyway, doesn't have to be perfect. Just as long as you kind of cover all of the inks. It's got some patches in here, but it doesn't matter. And then the last one. Don't want to go too deep because you don't want to scratch your mould. Right, let's get our white ready. I've just got to hope that I've got enough now to do all of them. Right, so with this one I'm going to experiment with different ways. I'm not adding too much because I'm worried that I'm not going to have enough, but I can always maybe go back around with some. This one I'm going to go like this. You don't have to be, you know, completely tidy with this. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go around the middle area again. Just keep going until I've kind of got good coverage inside. Now this one I think I'm going to, how should I do it? Let's go round this way. I've definitely got enough. I can feel I've got enough. Sorry if my focus is going. Just like that. And then maybe just a little bit of a swirl in the middle. I don't know, I'm kind of making it up. I think I do the same effect on this one. Just go round. Whoops. I feel less panicky now. a lot less panicky. I think we'll go with another, just a small swirl in the middle. Now I think we're going to go back to this one because I really didn't put much in there at all. Let's just squeeze that out. And we're going to just go over with a thicker, the bubble there, that doesn't matter. This is tricky to get, squeeze and make sure all of the resin is kind of coming out of the bag. And then what I think I'm going to do is just make it up as I go along. Just draw some strands through it. You can't really go wrong. You can, but it's all fun just playing. I think I'm going to go rounds again with this one as well. Use the last of my bag, all of it out. And I think I'm going to just go in with a larger run around. Maybe come out each of these gaps. Come on. If I upload that other video, I was cracking up watching it back. It's so funny. Right, so now I'm kind of just going to make this up. It looks like a spider web, doesn't it? Each of these ones I'm going inwards. See each of these points. Just draw the stick through, clean it before you go back in. And then what I'm going to do is just swirl the middle around. Go up to this one. I think I'm going to come out to the points on this one instead, but just every quarter. And again we're going to swirl the middle. Feel relieved that I haven't had a repeat of yesterday. Right, so we're going to come, how are we going to do this one? Come out each one. Doesn't matter if the resin's going over the side of the mould, it can always be picked off afterwards. Like I said, just be very careful. You keep checking your resin as it's warming. You don't want what I had yesterday, a possible flash cure. Swirl that around. Last one. Let's go kind of inwards, I think, on this one. Where are we going? Let's do it inwards, kind of quarter on each quarter. Sorry if it feels like a rushed video, really did panic. come out these areas in between any way you want. And then again, just add that swirl. Right, so like I said, we're probably going to come back and add a black layer to some of them, maybe not all of them. We'll just have a play around really. Now I've kind of got the resin doing what I want it to do compared to my older flower attempts, older bloom attempts. I'm confident we'll get some good effects. Right, I'll see you soon. Right, we are back. Sorry for the glare. This isn't really the important part anyway. So what I'm going to do is add some black, a thin layer of black mica to that one. And maybe that one, and then I think I'm going to add some glitter to these ones. Let's get mixing. Doesn't matter which brand mica you use. There's no point in me putting the links in the description for this because anything will do. Just add it up, add it in, add it up, and just if I need to add some more, I'll just add some more. But I'm going to skip this part anyway because most of you know how this goes, but I'll show you once I've poured onto the moulds. I might show you the glitter I'm using, but we'll keep it short. What I'm going to do is just add to my black a few drops of the Marabou rainbow alcohol ink just to give it a little bit of a sparkle. Hopefully we'll see that with the results. It's a very nice glitter alcohol ink. So hopefully that'll give us some kind of like some really nice sparkle to the black. Right, so there you can see I've done those two with the black. I'm now just going to mix up some glitter for the rest of my resin. So I think this is the one I'm going to go for. It's like a pinky purpley sort of colour. So I'm just going to mix that in and then I'll show you once I've poured it anyway. Right, there we have it. Now we have to wait for the exciting part. I'll see you there. Oh, before I forget, these were in here for about 3 hours before I just added the second layer. So the resin's quite, well, really tacky. So I've got no risk of anything sinking through that first layer. Right, I'll see you next for the demold. Right, we're back. I could have done with adding some more black mica powder to this. It's not very, it's still quite transparent. So I think we'll start on the glitter ones. Fingers crossed. Wow. Sort my focus out. That's really nice. No blobbing. And the other one, this one had more glitter in for some reason. Both come from the same pot. I think I had, this was a shallower one, wasn't it? That's why. So it looks like there's more glitter. Wow. That pink is really strong. I mean, these will be for decorative use. I'll stick some rubber feet on the back. I haven't tested the Let's Resin with heat, so you could always top coat them, I suppose, with a heat-proof, heat-resistant resin. I mean, I have used them with hot drinks before and I've not had an issue. Just leave them like 30 days to fully cure. Let's see this one. And I always put one of the rubber feet in the middle as well, just in case. Wow. You see that sparkle from the Marabou, and the mic is really kind of giving that white a nice shine and sparkle. I love that middle area. It's like a rose curled up inside. Last one. Again, if you haven't subbed, guys, hit that sub button for me. Help the channel grow. Give the video a thumbs up as well. And drop me a comment. Wow. I can't pick a favourite. I think I definitely prefer these black ones. Like I said, I could have gone a bit more. It's more like a smoky black, which isn't bad. Right, let's lay them all out. Good results. Happy with that after the last incidents I've had. Right guys, I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.